Apman says, "Hi, I'm a creative and imaginative 3D hard surface artist, passionate about bringing all types of projects to life." Apman, it seems like you did like your curriculum here as a message, but it's fine. I'm planning to join the studio. I would love to hear your feedback on that and other pieces from my portfolio. Okay, so you guys know what am I gonna say about this piece? I'm not gonna say it. I've said it like 20 times already today. What am I gonna say about this piece? You guys tell me on the chats. What do you guys think I'm gonna say about this piece right here? That's right, Solid Mangle. Too simple. It's too simple. It's just a can, right, of Red Bull. So there's no wireframe either, right? So we can't judge even if it's like properly modeled. So it's not something impressive, Apman. Here's the thing, guys. Oh, and this is gonna sound so bad, but it's not against you, Apman. We unfortunately here. Let me draw this because it's an interesting like analogy, right? So this right here is your inner circle of friends, okay? Friends, family, and they're always gonna love your stuff. They're always gonna tell you, "Oh, that looks very cool. It's very nice. It's awesome." After that, you're gonna get a little bit of an outer circle, okay, of friends. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, that's cool. It's not perfect, but that's cool, right?" And since they've seen your growth and they've been following you, they're gonna support you. But you're gonna have like mixed reviews. Some people might not like everything. Some people might really love something. And then this is the industry, guys. Okay. These are the guys you're trying to surprise. These are the guys that you want to really like show them something. They're gonna be like, "Oh, that guy's cool. Like that dude's doing something cool," because they have absolutely no emotional attachment to you. They're not your family. They're not your friends. There are other people who are doing things that you enjoy, right? Like they're doing 3D, they're doing games. So these are the guys that you really wanna surprise. These are the guys that you really wanna show them something, and they're gonna be like, "I like that. That's cool." If you show this to anyone in the industry, right? They're like, "Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but what's next? What's the next piece, right?" So you gotta be mindful. You gotta be very aware that that's the sort of like bar that you want. You don't wanna impress your family. You don't wanna impress your friends. You wanna impress the industry, and that's why you need to hold yourself to a higher standard. Because people in the industry, I would say 95% of the people in the industry, which is everyone above a beginner level, should be able to do this. So, are you going to impress them with something that everyone can do? No, right? You got to go for something bigger, like this one. This one's way better. It's a nicer project. I like it. Good presentation, good topology. It's not game ready, of course. If we want to do games, well, this is not for games. This is more for like a production or something. But this one looks good. Only advice for this one, maybe work a little bit more on texturing, right? Like add something that has a little bit more variation. This one, again, model is okay, but then here I think that your materials and your texturing definitely broke, and you're doing something here with like a displacement on the water and it's breaking. So be careful with this. If you don't know, this is a great advice that I got when I was a student. If you don't know how to do something, don't rush it and do it on your portfolio. So if you don't know how to do realistic water, don't do it. Just show me the model with nice textures and a nice render, and that's it. Because if you show me water, I'm going to judge the water as well. I'm going to judge all of the different pieces, the composition. For instance, here, it looks like you just like added a background image because the water cuts right there. You didn't even blend that. You can blend that in Photoshop a little bit easier to just make sure that it fits in the overall stuff. So don't add something to your portfolio unless you're gonna make sure that that's something that you're adding is done to the highest possible level. I recently was working with one of my mentees, and he's working on his high poly, and he wanted to use polypaint. And I asked him, "Have you done polypaint before?" And he's like, "No, I haven't done polypaint." Well, if you haven't done polypaint, this is not the moment to try and see if you can make it work. You just present your stuff in a clay render, you accept that that's your current level, you learn polypaint on the side, and then on your next project, you do a high poly with polypaint, for instance, right? So this is one of the best advices I can give you for your portfolio. Don't use portfolio pieces to make a gamble on the skills that you are trying to show that you know, okay? Use your portfolio as the element or the object that's going to show your mastery of the skills. If you don't know texturing, don't show texturing. That's fine. Yes, you're not going to get as many job offers because some people might expect you to be able to do texturing, but this is not the point to showcase whether or not you know how to do texturing. If you know how to do it right. If you don't do it, okay? It's like there's this very famous quote from Joda, right? It's do or do not. No, there is no try, right? Is that the phrase? Is that the quote? I think there is. So yeah, don't use your portfolio as a testing ground to see if people are gonna notice that you know something or not. This is better. This looks like it's a little bit more optimized. Yep. I would probably work a little bit on the render on this one. So hopefully that works. I've mentioned this before, Cool Pigeon. Leal 3D. There's a video here on the side how to. I think it's called How to Pick a Project. It's this one. So look for this one, How to Pick a Project, and in this one I explain how to pick a project to practice, to learn, or for portfolio pieces. So use that one, How to Pick a Project. Just Google Leal 3D How to Pick a Project, and you're gonna find that video right there. Ryan, thanks for the follow, man. Let me get the music back because it just stopped. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that will be my advice, Apman. Hopefully that helps. Ariane, what's up, man?